Okay guys, what's up? Godsplitter here. Today I'm gonna go over one of my builds that I have for my assassin class that I run. This is my main, by the way. I'm gonna go over some of the gear I use, some of the techniques I use, why I use them, and why I have two setups and two legendaries that I switch back and forth based on story-based missions or survival runs. So let's start with the techniques real quick. I'm using Group Vanish, and I'll get into that a little bit more in a minute. I'm running Critical Hit rank 2, Opportunist rank 16, and Legendary rank 18. Those, and just in case you guys don't know, that's just the rank at which you unlock these abilities. Okay, if I'm running Survival, I always use Group Vanish over Toxic Vanish. The reason being, on a lot of survival missions, a lot of times, and especially toward gold rank, enemies start going everywhere at all locations at one time. A lot of times someone will go down during that time frame. I always use Group Vanish just in case there's more than one person down. I'll raise that ally, use Group Vanish, get them an opportunity just to get away. Now, yes, I know people have their own opinion about that. People have their own builds. That's fine. This is just personally the one I run for survival. Now, I run a Critical Hit rank 2 mainly because Super Strike costs 1 resolve to use. I like to save my resolve for my specials, and I try to get that special up as often as possible. So I run critical rank pretty much, or critical hit more than often in every build I have. Okay, Opportunist. I run Opportunist mainly because I use the actual blow dart gun, and I use a lot of stagger, and I stagger most of my enemies before I ever even hit them. I normally use it at a ranged attack. Even when I'm going to an objective, I always use my blow dart gun. Now, that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm using legendary because I run 2 legendaries in my gear build. Now, let's move along to that real quick. I got the Moon Katana, which isn't nothing particularly special except that it gives extra stagger damage. Now, I run this because I look at people fighting. Half the time the enemies they're going down for are brutes or the bigger shield type enemies. As far as the rolls, the melee resolve game, that's good. Perfect parry window, that's decent, but I would roll something else if I could. I always run Way of the Flame because even if they have a shield and you activate that Way of the Flame, you're going to set them on fire and you're going to open yourself up to another attack. Okay, the legendary I'm running for my blow dart gun is Heaven Sting. Big thing right there. I don't know if you guys know, most legendaries are automatically going to stack the maximum percentage you can get for your secondary and thirdary right here. Stealth attack damage, status effect duration. These other rolls, very specifically stealth attack damage. I run a stealth character, so I use stealth a lot. Status effect duration, that's a really good thing because I poison a lot, so I want that as high as possible. Hallucination darts, I run that primarily quite often to get enemies to attack enemies. If I'm running 2 objectives back and forth and someone's down, I'll shoot a hallucination dart as a saving grace basically. That's to get the enemy to attack each other, throw them off just for a second so I can go raise that ally. Okay, my charm, I just have a normal epic charm. Notice how I have melee resolve gain again. I use a lot of melee for being a stealth fighter. Quite a bit actually. So I have a really high resolve gain. I get that special as quick as possible. And then I rolled resolve gain again. I really rolled this until I got the stats that I wanted. Firemaster was the only thing I re-rolled. I run Way of the Flame with my katana once again, so that stacks with my increase in fire damage. Ghost weapon, I use dirt throw, once again stacking fire damage. Lights targets on fire. When I do light them on fire, normally I can hit them with this dirt throw, walk away temporarily, and they die. Once again, I get it stacked with status effect duration, which helps that fire stay on just a little bit longer. Cooldown reduction on kill, that was just a roll that came with it. I really didn't even mess with it. Okay, Kenji's Shared Brew. I got so many good things to say about this. It doesn't just heal you, it heals the enemies nearby you. Or not the enemies, but your allies. That's very important. I say that because most of the time when I raise someone up, even if I am stealth, I'll hit my gourd real quick so they can get away, once again, just with a little bit more health. Always roll strong brew over the other two rolls. Cooldown reduction on kill, that's good. Injury resolve gain, those are just rolls that came with it. I really didn't look too much into those, but having strong brew is like, you got to. If you're running Kenji Shared Brew, man, strong brew is the way to go. Okay, now the only difference I have right here is sometimes when I'm playing survivals, when I go to rank like gold, where there's a very certain boss wave where they start throwing toxic clouds after they die, I run Shogun's Fortitude. That grants immunity to flash and poison effects. The rolls that it came with, as you can see, they were already decent, so I didn't change them. Combat regeneration, that's really good. Cooldown reduction on kill, that stacks with the other cooldown reduction on kill I have, and the other one, stealth, I use, so it's very beneficial. I will run this charm right here, this typical epic melee charm, on survival, but I prefer to use Shogun's Fortitude. So I'm going to throw this out there to you guys. Make sure you have backup weapons, backup range, backup charms, ghost weapons 1 and 2. Make sure you have backups. The reason being, if you don't have this perk right here in your techniques that allows you to run 2 legendary items, when you start trying to choose between them, sometimes you'll kind of flunk up your build, because then you'll be just choosing what looks cool, or oh sweet, I got a new legendary. You'll pop it on and realize it takes off your other one. It really helps to have 2 legendaries. It helps me personally. You do not have to. You can still play successfully without it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I have a backup to my range right here, just in case I need to switch this, switch to my demon cutter, or if I want to, notice I have another sword in there as well. Or if I want to go to my charms, once again I'm playing survival, switch to Shogun's Fortitude, I have that opportunity to do so because I always keep one backup. I'll create another video later on just legendaries in general, all the ones I got and all the ones I've received and the stats on them and why I do use them, why I don't use them. So far, Shogun's Fortitude is a must on survival if you're playing gold or above. In my opinion, you don't have to have it, but in my build it's a must. I really enjoy not being poisoned. Most of the time when I die on that particular boss wave, or I get downed, it's always because of that cloud. You know, you get toxin, you have to bend over to throw up, and then they hit you. It's always like the most opportune moment for them. Okay, appearance, obviously, that's no big thing. On your techniques, if I'm running missions like gold missions, co-op, sometimes I will switch to vanish in a cloud of smoke because there's not that many allies. It's only 2 of us, so normally that is beneficial, but I still prefer to run group vanish. I'll tell you another reason why group vanish is very useful, and I'll do a separate video later on about that, showing y'all the benefits of it. When you open up an Oni chest in a story-based mission, if you cast group vanish and you have a samurai or a ronin or a hunter, whatever class you're rolling with beside that, it puts both of y'all invisible. So that means both of y'all are going to get a critical strike or an instant assassination on those Oni as soon as they pop out. Now I know what you're saying, they're purple Oni, yes, but believe it or not, if both of y'all hit the same guy, if y'all don't kill him, he's pretty much wasted as it is. And it helps a lot, guys, I'm telling you. And that's just my build I'm running right now, and it seems to have gotten me pretty far. I mean, I'm 108 right now. I can switch it up right now and be 110. That's not a problem whatsoever. It's real simple. It's not overly complicated, guys, so you don't have to make it that way. You can survive anything if you're skilled enough at this game, but this is just my preferred build, guys. Please, by all means, leave your comments, leave your likes. If you want to subscribe, that's cool. If not, you just want to watch my videos, that's cool as well. Any extra little support helps. But this is my basic setup. I mean, I like it. I run it. Leave your comments, like I said. If you have any other idea for a way to improve this, by all means, let me know. But other than that, I've done pretty good with this, and I appreciate you guys watching the video.